Ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to another fine edition of the Biz and His podcast. We got the guillotine spinning that shit. Rumble and the Tower of Power.
Oh, yeah.
Coming back at you.
And it is good to be live from Cecil, Tucky.
A different studio.
Hey, we're bringing it to you from the man cave of the Tower and Power himself.
It's an ugly green in here.
It's Eagles green, baby.
You're out of your goddamn mind.
We're coming for that ass on Sunday, Tom.
Who you playing?
Tampa Bay.
Oh God.
Ugh.
Yeah.
Shut the fuck up. What are the Ravens doing?
Yeah, exactly.
Okay.
I'm glad they didn't make the playoffs.
I don't know, man.
You're glad?
Yeah.
Yeah. Well, just for a draft or.
Well, I mean, we don't have anybody right now. If we would have made the playoffs, it would have been for nothing.
Yeah.
I think this is the first year in a long time there's not really like that iron fist team.
Yeah.
I mean, Green Bay's. I'm picking Green Bay. I'm picking Green Bay to win the whole fucking shebang.
Yeah.
I think it's Aaron Rodgers' year, man.
Yeah.
I really do. Kansas City's not the same team. Tampa's not the same team. They got fucking players ripping their jerseys off, walking off the field.
God, what a joke.
Fucking douchebag.
Yeah.
He's got mental issues.
Oh yeah.
Oh, he's a
got
fucking
some
basket
serious CTE.
Yeah. He's a,
Yeah.
yeah.
I don't know.
Yeah.
I'm not an Eagles fan, so I kind of would like to see the Cowboys take it.
What?
I don't know.
I can't wait till this podcast is over. Me and Runske are bending you over that pool table and
Dude,
stuff.
that's going to be a good. We got a lot of good games tomorrow. I think the Niners-Cowboys game's going to be good.
Dude, I haven't watched football hardly at all this year.
I stopped, and then the Eagles made it into the playoffs,
Yeah.
and naturally I'm going to
That's kind
jump
of
in
the
now.
same deal as me.
Yeah,
but like, dude, this year I've watched very little football.
This is the first year I didn't have a fantasy football team.
Yeah.
Yep.
That really helps
We
you
used to
watch,
do the
too.
FanDuel shit,
Yeah.
and you're always drawn into that fucking TV on Sunday.
I feel like I hunt so fucking hard, and I'm just such a fucking animal of the
that what it
woods.
is?
You
know
are
what I mean?
You are a Sunday hunter.
I just don't have time for football like I used to, man. I still enjoy watching, but I just a lot of times I'm fucking in the woods on Sunday, so it's tough. And I'm not to say I won't watch from my phone, but like you said, the Eagles were doing so bad at the beginning of the year. I was just like,
Fuck it.
I'm not trying to sit here pissed off because it legitimately affects my mood. Like,
It will.
Yeah.
if I watch like a Monday night or a Sunday night game and we're getting our asses kicked, I go to bed pissed off.
Yeah.
And
You
it's
gotta
like
get up and go to work in the morning.
yeah, it's like fuck that.
Hear all your fucking buddies that are fucking Cowboys fans and talking shit.
Oh yeah, I throw a cup of piss right in their face as soon as I get to work.
Yes.
Luckily, where I work, everyone's Ravens fans, so they don't have any shit to talk. So I'm in luck.
Yeah, top that one off, will you, please?
I think I heard on the radio the Ravens set a record. We were the first team to go from number 1 in the power rankings to not making the playoffs.
32nd.
Well, not 32nd. Just not making the playoffs.
I don't know, man.
You guys are probably like high 20s.
I think we're 17.
Oh, you're that high? Okay.
Yeah.
just a frustrating organization these days.
Well, we lost so many players.
Yeah.
Welcome to the Football and Deers podcast.
No, we got that out of our system.
Hey, man.
Back to hunting.
What are you gonna do?
This podcast is more than just a hunting podcast.
Oh,
It is a culture podcast. You know,
Yeah, talk about anything.
we're fucking blue-blooded Americans here. Red, white, and blue, baby. Get some.
Get some bitches.
So I didn't get out tonight. It was fucking brutal.
Oh my god. I got it.
17 degrees, I think it was.
Yeah, when I left, I went to the truck. My truck said 20. I looked at my phone. My phone said 21 with a real feel of 11. And it was every bit of it.
And we got a snowstorm coming to us on Sunday, apparently.
I think it's all rain now.
Yeah,
Is
they're-
it?
They're,
Yeah.
they're switching it to rain.
Fuck that shit.
Yeah.
You guys like my indoor archery range?
Yeah, I
over there?
do. I do.
Runske's got a pretty sweet setup in here. He's got a piece of plywood behind a bag. That's sick. That's great to work on technique, man. Yeah, that's all you need. 10 yards.
Fuck yeah.
Yeah, that's nice.
Yeah, that's not too much of a shot.
No, not to become a problem.
Yeah, it's more of a technique, like you said.
Yeah.
Yeah, you're solely focused
Yeah,
on technique.
absolutely.
Which, in my opinion, honestly, I think you should shoot more like that than you should shoot long range. Like long range is fun to shoot, But as far as like actually making you a better shot, I think under 10 yards is probably where you get most of your improvement.
My thought process was I shoot almost the same distance. I live in a townhouse, so I'm like, I shoot almost the same fucking distance in the backyard. Why not fucking set the fucker up inside and fucking
Not freeze your dick
shoot in
off.
the AC and
Not,
fucking
not
shoot, you know what I
scare
mean?
your
And-
neighbors. Yeah.
I like it.
Well, my hot water heater's behind the target, so I can't wait to miss and sail through that plywood and fucking blow a hole in my hot water heater. So stay tuned for that, folks. Come down here, get rip roaring drunk, send one through my hot water heater. Watch this shit. Just 10 yards.
Completely missed the fucking
completely
18 by 18 target.
Completely miss.
Fantastic.
Absolutely fantastic.
So, how'd you fare tonight, Johnny?
Well, I got there early. I was just gonna. I took a little walkabout. Me and the Helix and the climber just went for a walk just to see what I could see. I found some nice nice buck sign. There's like, I went on a place I've never been to on the property before, and I found this place where it's been cleared in the years past, and now there's a bunch of little saplings growing up. And I guess back in the rut, this buck was feeling frisky because for about 50 yards, he rubbed almost every sapling in the area.
No shit.
Yeah, so I might might sit there next October or November.
Nice.
Yeah.
That's cool. What made you go to this new spot?
I'd never been there before. Just wanted to see what was over there.
Yeah.
And because it was so fucking cold, I didn't want to sit for 4 hours.
Tell the truth, you were trying to get away from me.
And I was trying to get away from the
You're
old
trying to
lady.
get away from the
Yeah,
old lady.
I was bored. and
That makes sense.
Sick of looking at her.
Yeah, I was actually
Get that.
I was on my way home from work and I looked at it was like 14 fucking degrees, wind chill. And I'm driving home and John passes me heading towards his hunting
Yeah.
spot. I was like, I know where he's fucking going.
Yeah, but that was a long walk. I looked at my phone. I walked like 3 miles with my bow in my hand and the climber on the back. I'm all that as a man, you know.
Yeah.
So I got a question for the pair of you. So this time of year, are you more willing to get out of your routine?
I think so. You can see so far. You might be able to sneak up on a deer. You know, that's why I did it, because the wind was howling. Thought maybe I could.
So does this
sneak
time
up
of
on
year
one.
to you guys turn into like more of an experimental deal, or you sticking to your routine?
Wow, with this, I get highly aggressive this time because, dude, I got like 3 sits left. So I'm going where I don't give a fuck a whole lot anymore about pressure.
blowing up a bedding area?
Yeah, like who cares? I can hunt 3 more times. Like if I want a chance at a buck, now's the time to throw the kitchen sink at it and throw caution to the wind and get in there and do things that you normally wouldn't do because the season's almost over. So I mean, if you've got a buck that is you still got on camera, now's the time to do those things where you normally wouldn't want to do because you're being cautious. So that's kind of my aspect. Like when I go tomorrow, I'm going like right to where I know a buck's bedding, and I'm sitting right on the edge of it. It's going to be a dangerously close wind. I should be good, but it's not ideal. And that's normally something like in the middle of the season, I wouldn't take that risk. I would just be like, nah, I'm not going to sit there. But I got 3 more sits left, so I'm going to go sit there. So yeah, I think it's definitely towards the end of the season. I get way more aggressive.
Yeah, I agree with that. But yeah, I got in the stand about 3:30, and I'm just sitting there, chilling like the fresh Prince of Bel Air. And I sent you guys a snap. A little 7-pointer came down the trail, and I wasn't gonna shoot him. And then right behind him was a little spike with like 2-inch spikes. Obviously, wasn't gonna shoot him. And then
You could tag him as antlerless.
I didn't even think about that.
Under 3 inches, baby.
Damn it. And then a little button buck came by, and it was maybe 30 pounds. The smallest thing I've ever seen in my life.
Really? He might not make it.
Well, they made it last night, and it was bitter cold last night. So we'll see. He seemed fine.
Yeah.
I had a bad wind at night, and the 7-point or 5-point, whatever it was, walked right past my wind, didn't care. The spike walked right past my wind, didn't care. But the button buck winded me and was like, I don't like that. And he ran towards the other ones.
No shit.
Yeah, through the hole in the fence, sat the old faithful hole in the fence.
So you took a tour, but you sat at your usual spot.
Yeah.
Okay, I got
I
it.
didn't really see a tree that I wanted to sit at.
So you went to Old Faithful.
Yeah.
Okay.
And then sat there about 10 to 5. I stand up. I like to stand up during like the last hour, half an hour of because, that's when the deer are coming. You got to get ready. And I look behind me. And it was like as soon as I stood up and looked behind me, I see a fawn and a doe come out of the thicket at like 80 yards. And they're making their way kind of away from me. And then behind her is a scrub buck. Behind him is another scrub buck, another scrub buck, another scrub buck. That 8-pointer that's been taunting me. Another scrub buck, another scrub buck, another scrub buck, another scrub buck. And then bringing up the caboose of this deer train is a nice 8-pointer.
Really?
I would have shot him. But they made their way away. I don't know. It was probably my wind. Because it was blowing right at them.
Were they acting skittish?
No.
No.
It was cool to, I was just watching them, the little scrub bucks.
They can tell when you're like, in my opinion, they can tell, like if you get winded at 100 yards, they don't act quite the same as they do if you get winded at 20.
Yeah.
Like you get winded at 20, they're like, oh shit, that motherfucker's. They know how close you are when they wind you.
Yeah. So they're
So
probably
they
like,
probably like, okay, I'm not going over there.
yeah. Little scrub bucks, they kind of squared up and they were tangoing, locking horns. That was cool to watch. But yeah, that 8-pointer, man, I would have let the air out of that son of a bitch. But he never. It was nice.
Man, I tell you what, man, these past couple of years, I've seen some bucks in late season.
Man, yeah, I seen 12 deer from the stand tonight. That's the most I've ever seen. Well, maybe this season. 12 deer.
Yeah.
That was a shitload. All bucks, except for that doe and that fawn.
And you ain't got no corn or nothing down or anything like that, right?
I did, but not anymore.
Yeah, I wanted to get corn. I just don't have the fucking time.
Yeah.
And I like doing it the old-fashioned way anyway.
too.
It just is better. It is
Yeah.
better. Don't get me wrong. I love hunting over corn, but it's the time thing for me. I just don't have the fucking time. If I could dedicate, I work really well off of structure, like Kevin does it. Our previous guest, if you haven't tuned in, every Sunday, that's what he does. He puts corn out. And if you can set it up like that, I think that's a good thing. Like, that's how I'd have to do it.
Yeah.
Because I need structure. I need a schedule. Like, that's how I operate. So if I don't have that, like, just conveniently running out to put corn out is just not a thing for me. I don't have time.
I like how he does it, too. Like, he just drives right up in his little gator and dumps it out.
Yes.
I don't want to be tracking 100 pounds of corn into the timber.
No.
I want a spot where I can just drive up, dump it off, and roll.
Yeah.
I don't want too much intrusion.
Yeah, you can't make it to where it's intrusive, and you can't make it to where it's such an inconvenience. Like if I got to walk 400 yards with corn like we used to do.
Yeah.
Like and we probably walked more. It was probably like 600 yards. Of, we would track corn in, and sometimes it'd be like several trips too. Like I'm not doing that no more.
It'll be worth it, dude. Just
We'd killed some deer
Yeah.
over corn out over there, but it's like we never killed any big bucks over corn over there. Probably because we're fucking stomping around in the fucking woods, trekking corn through the woods all the fucking time. I think the way Kevin does it is just that's the ideal way to do it. You drive up, you throw the fucking corn out, and you roll. You know what I mean? That's not very intrusive because the deer just. They're not too worried about vehicles the same way they are a guy walking through the woods, you know?
I'm learning one thing. I probably shouldn't have gave John that massive-ass beer bottle because he's already had 3 gallons of beer.
Dude, I just love watching the bubbles roll up, man.
That's cool, right? Kegerator. I'm telling you can't beat it. My beer is better. If that's what you're thinking about.
I feel like the bubbles roll a lot more.
Well, because
It's a beer glass.
Compared
another
to
thing.
like if I pour beer out of a can.
Oh yeah. Well,
Is it just more oxygenated?
CO2-ated.
CO2y.
Oh, okay.
So I got my CO2 tank. So I actually have a kegerator set up, and the tower's chilled. That's all chilled.
Ah.
So it's chilled. That beer is cold all the way until it comes out.
Wow.
It's insulated, so you're not going to feel it. But yeah, it's chilled all the way up.
If it wasn't chilled, it'd be really foamy.
Yeah. That's why the pours are so.
Okay.
That's the best $350 I've ever spent.
That is fancy.
Yeah.
Yeah, you ain't fucking around.
No, I ain't
man.
fucking around.
You're all business.
All business.
When it comes to this beer, Runske don't fucking play games, son.
Hey.
What about deer? We know how you are about beer. What about deer?
So-
you been getting out there?
So, a couple episodes back, probably more than a couple, Remember I talked with you.
Yeah.
Remember I talked with you guys about getting hunting my at my work. Mm-hmm. I got 40 acres behind. They have a wooded 40 acres behind my
Is it
work
40
facility.
acres?
Yes,
That's a chunk of land.
so. Our guard manager, the lady that's in charge of our facility.
You say 40 acres, and my hand starts fucking
Yeah.
shaking.
Anyway, I'd asked for permission to hunt it. Was it probably a month and a half ago? And she was like, "Yeah, sure, not a problem. Go ahead and hunt it. I'll get you the keys." And I'm like, a couple weeks went by. I kind of hinted at her to her a couple times. "Hey, I got you." She never got me the keys. And I said, "You know what? This fucking season's almost fucking over. Like, I need to fucking push this shit. Like, you giving me the keys or not?" Miss Mary.
Shout out.
So, yeah, shout out Miss Mary. So Miss Mary was walking through the facility. I was like, "Miss Mary, season's almost over. I wanted to get out back and, you know what I mean? Get a camera set up, do some hunting back there." She was like, "I got you." And she just took the key off her hit and was like, "Here."
She couldn't have done that 2 months ago.
Nope. It's like, she was going to make me a copy.
Okay, but she was like, just take it.
She was like, "Just take the key. It's the key to unlock the gate to get to the back of the facility. No one goes back there. There's dirt bike trails and shit back there now that I've learned." But anyway, she gives me the key. As soon as she gives me the key, I get with my maintenance manager, Joe, big hunter. I'm like, "Dude, let's fucking get the fuck out back here. I got buck bourbon in the back. I got 6 bags of buck bourbon in the back of my truck. I got my cell cam in the back of the truck. I'm going to grab this shit. We're going to walk out back and set up." There's a little retention pond back there. So I unlock this gate and walk around. There's a mud trail all the way around the retention pond. Tracks everywhere.
Beautiful.
Deer trails everywhere. I'm like, okay, it's a honey hole. So we walk around the retention pond, find this thick-ass fucking deer trail. Long story short, I got my cell cam out, I got buck bourbon out, and it's blowing the fuck up.
Yeah, you showed me pictures last weekend. And they're moving
all day.
They've never been hunted.
Nope.
That's what I
From
said.
8:30 in the morning till fucking 8 o'clock at night.
Yeah.
So what? Have you gotten out there yet?
I have not. So
When-
next week.
when you planning on hitting it?
Monday, if I can get enough time. I got some
If it
shit going on
snows.
Monday. But I'm gonna try to get out Monday. If not Monday, next weekend.
Okay.
So.
Dude, you gotta get one before.
Oh
the
yeah,
season's
I will.
out.
Oh, absolutely. I'm feeling good.
I'm fucking rooting for you.
Yeah. So I'll show you pictures after we're done doing the pod. But yeah, I'm and they're not like this time of year. Deer start looking a little thin, a little worn out, dude. They fucking
Look healthy.
they look healthy.
Yeah.
So they're hitting. I don't know if they're definitely hitting the water in the retention pond, but
Oh, I'm sure.
there's tracks and it's an industrial complex and all these. It's like a chunk. It's like an island in the middle of all these industrial complexes. So it's not getting hunted.
Yeah. and
Kids ride dirt bikes back there.
If you don't have bucks now, I bet you will.
There's a
They're up.
4-pointer. There's a 4-pointer running around back there, but there's I haven't seen any big bucks yet.
You gonna smoke that 4-pointer?
Oh, absolutely! I'll smoke a fucking. A kid better not walk there. I'll shoot a fucking kid on a dirt bike.
Somebody's walking their lab back there.
Nah, so it's well, it's promising because it's a good.
I got a rage for you and a rage for you.
Well, it's good.
handing these things out.
And it's good just even this time of year getting it, but even getting in so late and setting up the cam, and it's just nice knowing there's that thick of deer trails back there. There's that much sign back there. They're hitting that retention pond water. It's just nice knowing now, hey,
They're there.
worst case scenario,
Next
I got
year.
a fucking good spot.
Yeah. You
Won't blow it up, but it's just nice having that option. Dude,
booger out there after work.
I'm walking out on fucking break. I'm not telling you I'm not telling you fucking listeners where I work, but I'll walk out on break with a bag of buck bourbon. I put it in my work backpack, just go,
Hell yeah.
just walk back into work.
The Gold Club. He's a bouncer at the Gold Club.
Yeah, yeah, I'm a bouncer at the Gold Club in Baltimore. Shout out.
Shut up.
But yeah, it's nice. It's nice. I got.
Shout out to Delilah. I love you. It's Cinnamon. I love you. Cinnamon. You too.
I'm gonna propose to you again, even if you say no.
You keep saying no, but I'll get you.
I'll take care of your 6 kids.
I don't care.
I don't give 2 fucks.
6 kids, 6 baby daddies. I'm
Between-
trying to be number 7. What's up?
Between your EBT card and my fine financial income, we'll fucking live like fat rats.
You could move into a Section 8 townhouse.
Oh man, Cinnamon.
Rat this one out.
Just say yes. If you're listening, Cinnamon, just say
Drive a
yes.
Maserati and live in a Section 8 townhouse.
We're recording a podcast in a Section 8 townhouse right now. I got that part.
Hell
I
yeah.
got that part buttoned up. I seen the Maserati. Shit.
Shake it for me, Cinnamon. Come on.
Shake it.
So that's good. You get some deer on camera.
Finally got it's a ray of hope.
Hell
Yeah,
yeah,
you don't have to
man.
fuck around with that public land bullshit.
Yeah, it's nice.
Dude, the thing that I've come to realize with public land, at least this is just what I think. Those like hunt them like right when they open.
Yes.
Like next year, I'm gonna do the same thing pretty much I did this year, but I'm gonna take off. Like this year, I left work early to hunt Fair Hill, which is a tract public land, the day it opened. Because what's cool about Cecil County is we've got Fair Hill opens November 1st.
It's beautiful.
It opens. There's parts of Fair Hill opens November 1st, so it's untouched until fucking rut. And this year I left work early, I hunted in the evening. Next year I'm going to take off that whole day, and I'm going to hunt Fair Hill November 1st as soon as it opens. Then I'm going to hunt Rogues Saturday as soon as it opens. That's when that's like when public is awesome. You know what I mean? That's when it's really good hunting in there. But other than like right after they open, I just don't really.
A Rogues made me a believer that hunting public property on its opening day is like
It's like hunting private property.
It's like deer Narnia.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Like you're driving into the public property and these fucking deer are jumping across the road in front of you. It's just like
all over.
it's unbelievable.
Yeah. Because it's these huge tracts of fucking land that have not been hunted all year.
Yeah, you just gut shot spikes and let them.
And they see a bunch of hikers and they don't get touched by these humans.
It's unbelievable.
So they,
This year, because I didn't get to go to where I was working. Remember the last year, Rogues opening day, but like it was unbelievable.
Yeah, even the week, like it's not just like the one day, but like the first couple weeks are awesome.
Oh yeah,
But other than that, man, public sucks.
yeah.
It sucks.
Yeah. God, it sucks.
I mean, and that's the spot. Like John and I, John's got the sweetest spot over there at Port or at the quarry. But like even Port, which John don't really hunt Port a whole lot because it's borderline public. It's still better than public, but it's not a whole lot better. You know what I mean? But
Assholes.
even so, like Port's still even better than public land.
Yeah. Not by much.
You got assholes setting up stands during the rut.
Yeah.
What's nice about it, Port is like public that you can set shit up on.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? I can set shit up in there. I can put cameras in there. It's kind of like what it is.
I'll tell you what, dude. Public property around here really don't stop guys from setting up fucking.
I see
setting
shit
up.
all the time.
I've seen shit.
Yeah.
And what do you guys do? What's your go-to move if you walk into a chunk of public land and you see a blind and a camera set up?
Taking it. Thanks. Thanks, bro.
Thanks for the F shack, dude.
Thanks for the fuck check, bro. You fucked up.
Nah, I don't know. I leave it.
I don't do anything.
I don't either.
I'm not diming them out, but I'm not touching it. Honestly, I'm just like, okay, you know what I
I'll
mean?
shake my head.
I'll walk up in front of the camera and show them the goat.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Tuck the old nutsack between the legs, grab your ankles.
I'll show him a micro penis with balls.
Yeah, I'm not taking anything. That's fucked up.
No, but I'm not telling on them either. Like, hey, dude, do you want to do that?
But
on
that's
you.
saying a lot about our character because I work with guys that have told me stories and I've had multiple conversations with different hunters that have said, man, I'll fucking
Tell
yeah.
them.
I worked in North Carolina for a while. There was this one guy. There were a whole bunch of guys were hunting public property. Power lines ran against, and he said, "Man, if I see a fucking camera, it's fucking gone, son."
No, I'm not doing that. I've had my shit stolen, so I know what that feels
Yeah.
like. And even if you shouldn't have it there, it's still like, dude, don't do that.
You're scum.
Yeah, don't take somebody else's shit. Not something that they worked for. I don't agree with it. I know they're wrong, but at the same time, I'm not. Hey, that's your prerogative, dude. You wanna fucking break the law? That's I'm who am I to tell you or fuck with your shit? You know what I mean? You do your thing,
What's worse is when you have your camera on private land
and someone steals.
and someone steals.
Well, that's what's happened to me.
He had that happen at Port too.
Yeah.
It's like
And well, now we know. Looking back,
You had a camera
Yeah.
stolen
Yeah.
at Port?
Oh yeah.
yeah.
Trailer park dirt bags.
Son of a
Trailer park
bitch.
dirt
Where did I get? Did I
I'm
get
not
one
against
stolen?
living in a trailer park. Let me clarify that. It's just
I've lived in trailer
Yeah.
parks.
Not that trailer
And
park.
I may buy a trailer at one point on fucking 40 acres, so but
Not that trailer park.
that trailer
Hey.
park in particular is they're fucking dirtbags.
If I was offered a single wide on 50 acres, I would fucking move there right
John
now.
and I
Give
have
it
had
to
this.
me.
John and I have had this conversation 1,000 times. I'm telling you right now, I would fucking rock a single wide trailer as long as I got property.
Yeah.
Yo, fuck
I got
yeah.
nothing against them.
They're
It's not
luxury,
like-
dude. You walk in them, you never know. You would never know walking into a trailer. New trailers,
Yeah, they're nice.
right now,
Well, double wide. Yeah.
or double wide.
Well, yeah, single
Whatever.
wide's pretty small.
But you would never know.
No.
No, and yeah, absolutely not. And it's not like we live in fucking Kansas. We ain't got tornadoes. Like, who gives
Right.
a fuck?
Who
if
gives
it's
a fuck?
trailer? Yeah, as long as it's on a permanent foundation, it still increases in value too. So some people don't know that, but like a trailer, if it's not on a permanent foundation, it won't increase in value. So like, say
Really?
yeah. But if it's on a permanent foundation, it will appreciate.
Just a house then.
It's a house. Yeah, it's the same thing. Yeah.
Yeah, but I ain't turning my nose up at a trailer at all. But a lot of trailer park communities, I will turn my nose up at.
There's levels to this shit.
There's levels to this.
There's Lakeside, and then there's
Right.
Deer Creek or Deer Run Parkway, where I used to live. There's a great trailer park community.
a lot of nice trailer park communities down by the beach.
Yes, yeah. My grandfather's got a beach trailer,
Yeah.
and it's me and Ron were talking about it for Deer next year. It's only 30 minutes from Massateague.
You're still still on those things?
Oh, he's hooked.
Oh, dude,
Are
I'm
you
hooked.
fucking kidding me? You're still on this?
Yeah,
It's in his blood.
Yeah, it's in my blood. I'm fucked forever.
Oh my god.
It's
I didn't mean to
eternal. I'm
cut
already-
you off.
I'm
but
already-
goddamn.
I'm
Still
already-
talking about Cicadere?
I'm thinking about tattoos.
A whole back mural.
I'm
dude.
gonna get a fucking back mural of a stag, dude.
Jesus Christ, though. Okay.
Guy shot a monster 6-pointer the
Yeah,
other
I
day.
seen that
Talk
picture.
about that. What would you do? What would you do if you saw that crawling out of a fucking marsh towards you?
I'd fucking shoot right over his back. Is probably what I'd do. I'd
Shoulder
shake-
shot.
I'd be shaking so bad.
Dude. So, okay. I got a question. So, a fucking hammer, 10-point buck, comes walking out at you in this area at Port. A stag of that
Same
stature,
caliber.
of that same caliber comes walking at you. Hold on. That comes walking at you down there in the Eastern Shore. Which one you think would get your blood more pumped up? Which one would make you more amped up?
I have no
or
idea.
equal?
I have no idea. Honestly, I mean, both of them. I can't imagine it'd be much different. Honestly, but
So you think it would be the same build up?
Which one you shooting
Which
first?
one would be more difficult? Yeah, which one you shoot? Ooh,
So-
that's a nice twist. Which one would you shoot first?
see, that's a tough one because I've never shot a stag.
let's
So
change-
it's kind of like, all right. So say if I've shot in stags before.
All right,
Then it might be different, but because I've never shot one, I'd go with the stag.
let me change my question.
Yeah.
Let me change my
Makes
question.
sense.
State record whitetail walks out. State record stag walks out. Which one you shooting?
Whitetail.
Whitetail, yeah.
Okay.
Because it's so unique.
Means so,
Yeah,
and it-
that's a big deal, dude. Like, and not that the stag's not, but it's just, I don't know. I'm a fucking whitetail hunter. I mean, that's kind of my bread and butter. And now, if you turn that around and say a nice 6-pointer and a nice 8-pointer, I'm gonna take the 6-point stag. But if you say state record, I'm going with the whitetail. Like, dude, that's a monster whitetail buck. You're talking about a like a big 6-pointer is a big 6-pointer. You know what I mean? But a whitetail, when he's a state record caliber whitetail, like, dude, you're talking about a 200-something inch deer. Yeah. Like, I'm taking that fucking whitetail all day long.
God alive.
Yeah. I couldn't imagine. I don't know if I could keep it together, man. I really don't. Like, I'd like to think I could, but man, I don't know. I'd have to see one to know. But I know how I get when I see a nice big 8-pointer. I can't imagine how but then again, maybe it'd be no different. You know what I mean? Like, if you see a 200-inch deer, are you really going to be that much more nervous than seeing a big 8?
Yeah.
You think so?
Oh yeah.
Yeah, see, I don't know. And if I would, I'd probably fucking drop my bow. I'd fucking shit
dude.
myself.
My teeth were chattering when I seen that buck tonight, and he was maybe 120. I was
That's
shaking.
a nice fucking buck,
Yeah.
dude. I'm shooting a 120-inch buck 10 times out of 10.
I'd have let the air out of him like an old beach ball, dude.
God.
Yeah.
Yeah. Like a fucking air mattress in high school.
Man, that house elf I purchased was fucking the best purchase I ever made. You got Dobby the house elf pouring us beers over here.
Hell yeah! Thank you, Sam.
How you doing, Dobby?
Cheers to Dobby over there.
Cheers to Dobby.
We've got a bar wench tonight. It's great.
Dobby was serving fucking Harry Potter butterbeer. Now we got Dobby serving us fucking bush latte.
Just had to give her a sock.
Just had to give her a couple holy socks. Quiet, Dobby.
Fine.
Oh yeah.
Keep talking about fucking beer.
So I got something interesting. Have you guys heard about this Metaverse?
What?
Facebook.
The Facebook
What is it?
Metaverse.
Yeah. Oh, the name change and shit.
Yeah, but it's like I should not talk about this because I have nothing. I have no idea what it is. But this is what I think it is.
Yeah, that little lizard man came out and said he was going to make the Metaverse. I don't know what it is.
What? Lizard man.
Yeah, Zuckerberg.
Mark Zuckerberg. Or
Oh,
something
yeah.
like
Yeah,
that.
Cucker. That's what it is.
Yeah, Zuckerberg. He so apparently there's on Facebook they're gonna have like an alternate universe basically, and it's like a virtual reality space where you can like put on VR goggles and go to this place, and I guess it's like you can like.
Can I get my dick sucked in it?
Maybe they're
That hasn't
saying
happened in a long
they're
time.
saying there's like sexual stuff.
Oh shit.
Yeah, you have to
Sign me
buy
up.
an extra thing though, wouldn't you?
Yeah, I think you have to buy like a pocket getter that like
Okay.
plugs into your VR thing or something.
Okay. You perked my interest.
Yeah, so like that kind of perked mine too. I'm like, okay, all right, I'm interested. At first, I was like, sounds like a bunch of fucking nerds, but now I'm interested. But here was my thing. I was talking about it. I'm like, what if this goes like so far? Because it probably will. Like this will probably start to be to where people come home from work and they just plug into the metaverse and that's where they like live their lives.
I don't think.
In this alternate reality where I think you're gonna have like bars you could go to, but not necessarily you're not there drinking, but like meeting places to where you can like talk to people and stuff. What if they had like a hunting in the metaverse where you could go into this metaverse and fucking hunt deer?
What good is that?
It's just gonna be full of fucking nerds, dude. It's not gonna go that far.
Let me tell you.
I don't know, man.
Dude,
I don't know.
I'm telling you. The future is a scary thing.
It is.
It's
scary.
not going to be good.
Yeah, I just want a blowjob machine that hooks up to the metaverse.
Well, I got that.
You got some old
Man,
50-year-old guy.
I got a
named
blowjob machine.
Frank.
I got
He's sucking me off. He's got some fucking. He's got a
his-
chick's
Yeah,
outfit.
his
on.
avatar is a fucking sexy chick with triple D's.
dime ass Asian chick with triple D's.
Hey, guillotine.
I got a blowjob machine sitting across from you. What do I need a fucking virtual one for?
So hold on. All right, here's one for you.
Oh, I love the shot from the hip questions. We got to get back to that.
So you're in the metaverse, right? And it's 10 years from now, and they
metaverse.
have all this shit set up to where you can go meet somebody in the metaverse, and you can hook up your like electronic fucking blowjob machine to you, and they can perform their thing with their electronic fucking cock or whatever it is,
Holy shit.
right? You know what I'm saying? Say this is could be a thing. You know what I mean?
Get you.
Now, but in the metaverse, it's you, but I'm in the metaverse and I'm me, but I'm like me 2.0.
Yeah, dude.
I'm fucking jacked.
Arnold
you know what I mean?
Schwarzenegger with a fucking hog.
I'm 4 inches taller. I mean, I've got fucking a dangler. It's like a baby's arm holding an apple. And then the chick you're meeting up with is just a straight up dime piece. I mean, smoking hot. But you know it's actually ran by a dude.
That's weird, bro.
That is weird.
Are you gonna let her suck your dick?
Fuck
Let
yeah, I'm
him.
letting her suck my dick.
Yeah, what do you think, John? Are you gonna let him suck your dick?
I'll let a Bella Danger suck my dick if some fat old guy's running her.
Yeah, dude, you can suck me off, bro. Have at it, bro.
It's gonna take catfishing to a whole new
Oh
level.
yeah. Oh yeah.
Go ahead.
Without question.
All right, go ahead and get something, Frank.
That's so weird. I mean, yeah, it's him doing it, but it's this little machine.
You're not seeing him.
Yeah.
You're seeing a smoking hot chick, and you're not touching him. You're plugged into a machine.
The future's scary.
It's
like
a
you
scary
said.
thing. But and here's the thing. Like, so I'm jokingly sure you, but no, I would never fucking be cool with that. But you could do that and not know it, right? I
Yeah,
100%.
100%.
Because like, say they pretend to be a chick, their voice sounds like a chick, everything sounds like a chick. You set up with like, and it could be a fucking guy.
It's the same thing as getting catfish and just not. It's
but
taking it to
you
a
never
different level.
But you would never
yeah,
know.
you'd never know.
Yeah.
Unless you got to fruition, they were like, ha ha, thanks, bro.
Yeah, he turns off the fucking voice cover and the avatar.
Oh shit!
But isn't it?
Well, now he does it. No, he does it mid blowjob, and he just looks up at you.
Jesus Christ, what do you do?
I fucking finished.
Finish real quick though.
Okay, I look away. Oh shit!
Okay, keep going.
The future's a terrifying
Yeah, it
place.
sounded like it.
I don't like it at all. Dude.
I don't want any parts
I'm
of
not
it.
doing it. I'll never do it. I'll never do it.
But the further we're already drifting from reality. Like how many times this is a challenge for anyone. Go to a bar, sit down, and look down the bar, and you're going to see everyone buried in their phones. Mm-hmm. In any social environment, you go to a sporting event. I've gone to baseball games, football games, hockey games. Phones are the first step. This VR shit. Like kids or anyone are just going to come home from work and just detach themselves from reality.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I just want to make a point that when me and John do go on date nights, we make a point to not be on our phone.
That's good.
Yeah, I mean,
that's
it's
good.
stupid.
Yeah. Because phones are like
The devil.
They design all these apps to make you continue to reopen it, to continue to want those clicks, to get those little fucking hits of fucking dopamine every time you're fucking get likes. You're looking at it. They're made to keep you coming back.
You're just talking about Zuckerberg. They fucking these social platforms fucking they look at your history, what you're looking at, and they design they build
the algorithm.
They build the algorithm. They build this shit for you.
They specifically target you. So if you're not, here's the thing about any phone app. If you're not paying for it, you are the product. You're what's being
100%.
sold. So if you're not actually paying to use this thing, then they're selling you to something else.
Yeah, you know how many
they're
bus-
selling your information. They're peddling you as a user.
100%.
You're basically a prostitute.
You're a puppet. We're puppets.
You're a horror run scheme.
You know how many fucking busty Asian cheerleader ads I've seen on my Instagram these past few weeks?
Do you think that's a coincidence?
No, it's not a coincidence.
Absolutely not.
They got my search history.
I think it's crazy when you just like have a conversation with somebody about something, and then you'll see an ad for it.
Oh, that's creepy, isn't it?
It's
To us all.
yeah,
Everyone.
And everyone knows it, and everybody's like, yeah. Yep.
yeah. My phone's listening to me. Yeah.
Yep. Everybody's cool with that.
Well, fucking.
That's the scary. That's what's really scary is that nobody cares.
Yeah.
Dude, I watched. There was I can't remember what podcast it was. There was like an FBI guy or like a federal agent guy, and like he was like, "I'll never own a smart TV. I'll never own a smartphone. I'll never own," because they pry so much into your life.
Yeah. It's scary, man.
Well, how about fucking Trump? He's got fucking his social platforms coming soon. Truth.
I've seen that.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah?
Yeah, dude. It's got completely unfiltered, like no fucking strings attached, like unfiltered shit. Like you.
So
Yeah.
I can finally produce all my hate speech. Awesome.
Yeah.
Until the Play Store fucking removes it.
But like he's not going to do any political.
That's
filter.
what's nice about Android is you can download third-party apps. I use them to produce the podcast.
Yeah.
Interesting. If I couldn't do it with an Apple phone.
Fuck iPhone.
Yeah.
No, I've never had an iPhone.
I have to be able to download third-party apps to do what we do. At least the way I do it. And it's the way I do it is just simply a way that I found that works for me. It's probably way harder than how you could do it, but I just don't know, and I don't have anyone to show me. But that's how I do it. I have to have an Android because I have to download apps from third parties. So like the apps that I use are like Y Music and TubeMate, and they allow you to. Maybe I shouldn't fucking put all this out there.
Why not? Maybe there's people wanting to start a pod.
Well, so if I want to download something off of YouTube, I can do it with these apps. I can use these apps, go on YouTube, and I can download it straight off of YouTube and cut the ads out. So say I want a song to my phone, I can go to YouTube, download it off YouTube, and put it right to my phone without
Probably
ads.
really illegal.
Yeah.
Probably gonna get locked up after this.
Yeah, sorry. My bad, dude.
Just blur out the names of the apps.
That's like back in the day, like Napster and all that shit.
LimeWire.
Dude, I ruined 6 of my grandmother's computers with LimeWire.
You want to give your fucking your computer herpes?
I'd be like, dude, I'm gonna fucking make some sick ass fucking burn CDs, and I'd fucking destroy my grandmother's desktop.
Dude, you remember making burn CDs? That was such a big
yeah.
deal. I remember stealing burn
AOL.
CDs. I used to steal burn CDs, stacks of them from Staples.
Hell yeah.
Just to make a playlist.
Just to make a playlist with LimeWire.
Sharpie on them.
Give my mom's computer fucking AIDS. Oh, it was awesome. I'd have to wait for the dial-up thing to go.
Oh my god, I remember that shit.
Yep.
You couldn't connect.
Ma, get off the phone.
Dude, I'd go to my grandmother's house every weekend and destroy just desktops. Porn and fucking LimeWire.
Mr. Choose Asian Beaver. That was
Oh,
my
yeah.
website.
Oh, I watched
when I was a teenager.
plenty of weird shit with you.
Oh, yeah.
Absolutely.
That sounds a little
Me
disturbing.
and John would just be fucking in awe, just watching shit on the computer at his house, just like, holy shit. His dad would come in. What are you boys looking at? Nothing. Cars. He'd be like, oh, okay. He'd join right along with us.
Slide over.
Colleen would come in an hour later. What are you guys doing? Nothing.
Nothing. I hated that woman.
Oh, she was a fucking.
If you're listening to this, Colleen, go fuck yourself.
Oh, God. She was a miserable fucking woman.
She was just the devil.
Yeah, just a miserable person. I just don't understand people like that. Like, that are just miserable with life. It's like, if you don't like your fucking situation, fucking change it. Do something.
She kept shitting out kids.
Yeah. I think they just started walking out there.
Oh yeah, they were tap dancing out, twirling a cane.
That's another fucking problem in the society. People that people reproduce that shouldn't reproduce.
Well, that's the thing now is like, so people who are intelligent, for lack of a better description, are not having kids, and if they do, they're not having many. It's the dregs of society that are pumping out a bunch of kids, and it basically what's going to happen is over time is it's an inverse relationship to how it used to be. It used to be survival of the fittest. You know what I mean? That's how like humans lived, and we thrived through that. But now the people that are on welfare are fat. The people that have because they eat whatever they want. They get paid for it. They have everything, and these are the people that are continuing to reproduce. So in time, if you follow that throughout time, what's going to happen is the majority of people that are here are going to be the dregs of society, the undereducated, the unproducing. They're not contributing to society because those are the people that are having fuck tons of kids anymore.
Thank God I won't be here to see that.
Yeah. Yeah, like
scary,
in 100 years' time, I mean, like, because most people, who are, functioning people of society, they're having one or two kids, maybe, if any. A lot of people don't have kids no more.
I don't have any yet.
Yeah, and
Well, we've talked about it. I'm terrified to bring a kid into this fucked up world.
Yeah,
this
true,
world's
too.
fucked up.
that's what I mean. Because the people that are mildly intelligent are like, I don't even know if I want to have kids. Or the people who are just like, fuck it, or they're irresponsible, or those are the people that are having kids, and then those kids they're brought into a world that is just they have no means to really have anything good for them. You know what I mean? They start at the fucking bottom of the barrel, and often most people who start there don't end up getting out of there. I mean, not to say that you can't, but we're kind of fucking ourselves. We're setting ourselves up for failure in the future. The way everything is now, it's just a scary thing to think about.
Especially our age range, man. Like, I look at like a couple of people we went to school with, and I'm like, man, it's scary that person has a child.
Yeah.
Like, I'm not gonna say we're fucking saints by any fucking means. I'm not gonna say we're fucking perfect by any means. But I'm like, dude, what the fuck?
Like, it's people. There's people that you look at them and you're like, man, I wouldn't trust
I'm
them
scared.
with my dog, and they're raising a kid.
Yeah.
It's scary to think about, and they're just pumping them out, dude.
Yeah, a guy at work, Jamie, he's a fucking saint. He,
Shout out, Jamie.
yeah, him and his wife that just recently passed away, they were foster child parents, and they brought in all these kids from this one mother. I think all three of them had different dads. And while they had these kids, this mother got pregnant again.
Jesus.
And it's like, what are you doing?
Why? And you're literally creating these children for failure. Like, you're setting these kids up to it's fucking terrible. Like, you should be and I'm not saying that you should do that, but like, if that's what you're doing with your kids, you're just giving them away and you just continue to do that, like, what kind of person are you?
Not a good one.
You're a sick motherfucker.
Animals and kids, man, they have no say in the matter. They're just brought into this world, and it's just like, figure it out.
It's not their fault. You know
not
what I
their
mean?
fault.
It's their parents. It's those dumb fucking assholes that somebody that could do that could continually bring kids into the world and just give them away, or that's sick to
Open
me.
season on the pieces of shit.
Yeah.
Let's go arrow their asses.
Yeah, it's fucked up, man. And it's like,
The more kids you have, the more money you make.
Yeah.
yeah, well, that's true too. Like the government pans out money for you if you got a bunch of kids.
Well, how about fucking, we're going to switch gears. How about this fucking volcano?
Probably
fucking,
should switch gears.
Dude,
We're getting deep, dude.
this is a crazy podcast. We haven't had one like this in a while. I like it. How about the fucking, the crazy ass volcano eruption? Did you see that
Yeah.
shit? The satellite imagery?
Was that fucking Pompeii?
Did you hear
dude?
about
What's
that?
going on?
Pretty much.
It was in the middle of the
An
ocean.
underwater fucking volcano fucking erupted, causes tsunami.
Where?
In the Pacific.
Yeah.
Really?
Yeah, like there was a
Okay.
minor like tsunami warning in like on like California.
Yeah, anybody who had a Pacific
and
coast.
there was some crazy island. Pardon me.
Like
But,
Guam?
I think it began with a K or something. Look it up. Look it up, Jamie.
It was on. It was on the Nature's
Yeah,
Metal.
Nature's Metal.
Dude. But fucking, we had a fucking underwater. Doesn't that in it? When I see shit like that, it snaps you back into. We are little dainty.
Nothing we
The
do
dinosaurs
matters.
were fucking wiped out.
We ain't shit.
We are walking on eggshells, son.
Yeah, all it takes is
Our orbit to change, crazy asteroid strike,
Yeah,
these underwater volcanoes, these fault lines. This like we are delicate little bitches in this big world.
one solid fucking meteor to take
Rogan.
us out, or
Rogan.
or even like the Yellowstone fucking volcano.
Yeah,
That motherfucker
those
decides
geysers
to go
and shit,
off.
dude.
like,
Fucking Rogan. Did you see his post? And like he kind of just, I just did a rough
That's it.
summary on what he posted,
but it was pretty much about
yeah,
that.
like we are little bitches. Like we are just a gift, and this world can wipe us the fuck out.
Oh, in
it
a heartbeat.
happened.
Yeah. It happened to, like you said, it happened to dinosaurs. I mean, it could easily happen to us in an instant. And you got to wonder, like, did any of you guys watch that fucking show, Don't Look Up on Netflix?
No, I have a life.
So it's yeah, me too, but it's wasted. I watched like a good bit of it. I watched like an hour of it. I didn't finish it, so I don't know how it ends. But basically, the premise of this movie is that there's an asteroid headed for Earth, or a meteor. I can't remember what the technological term
What's
is.
the difference? Asteroid meteor.
I don't know.
So like
Peanuts, space peanuts.
well, it's like what they do. I think asteroids mostly burn up in the atmosphere.
Meteors hit.
A meteor can hit, and then a comet is typically like made more of like
Halley's
ice,
Comet.
and they pass an orbit. I'm not sure, but anyway. So basically, these scientists find out that there's one coming for Earth, and it's a planet killer. It's going to wipe us out.
Armageddon.
And yeah, it's like Armageddon. But they go to the president, and they're just like, well, we'll circle back to this. You know what I mean? Like, and they just kind of like brush it off because it's not like really helping their agenda. And midterms are coming up, and they don't want to like fuck it. Like, and it makes you think. It makes you wonder if something like that really happened. If scientists discover something like this, would they even tell us about it?
No, because it would cause
It would cause
outright
mass
panic.
pandemonium.
Yeah, the world would crumble before the asteroid even hit, or comet, whatever the fuck.
But it's like, I'd hope that somebody would come out and tell us because we'd have a right to fucking know. But it makes you wonder, like, they might not even fucking tell us. There could be one coming tonight.
I don't know that I would.
Want to know?
You wouldn't want to know?
No, I wouldn't want to know.
I would want to know.
I wouldn't.
I would.
What would you do?
Well, I would probably go to Double D's in Vineland and spend my life savings there. I mean, I would be...
Go to Ruby's, spend my fucking 401k.
I would have just copious amounts of unprotected
I
sex.
I agree with that. I agree with that.
I don't know, man. I just think it would cause.
I think I want to know as well.
No, I wouldn't want to know.
I'd want to know. You're crazy.
That's like saying
You wouldn't want to know. You'd want to just
you want to
be-
know. You want to know when you're gonna die.
Just sitting there watching.
If the Grim Reaper walked down my basement steps and said, "Seth Gills, you're gonna die on this date," you want to know that?
I would, yeah.
Fuck you. No way in a million
I
years.
think I'd want to know too.
You're nuts. Because you're gonna live every minute up. You're gonna live every second up to that date.
but
Or
with
you live
purpose.
it up.
I'm
Nah,
gonna live with
fuck
purpose,
you.
though.
No.
If I know I'm dying, and there's there's like Stoic philosophy talks about this. Memento mori. Remember that you must die, and it's a good thing to keep in mind. Like life is it's ephemeral and it is not eternal. You're going
You're
when you're
going
going.
to die.
Everybody's gonna die. It's one of those things you can't avoid. But if I know I've got 10 years, or if I know I've got 50, I'm gonna live very differently. Like if I know for a fact I'm gonna make it to 75 years old, well, I'm gonna plan to make long-term arrangements. I'm gonna make sure my 401's cushy. You know what I mean? But if I know I'm dying in 10 years, who gives a fuck?
I like that. Yeah,
You know what I mean?
But
Like,
I think
makes sense.
I want to know.
Yeah.
no. But this is my argument with that. So doesn't that make you think? And you hear people say it all the time. Work a job where it's not work. You should be structuring your life. That goes back to that thing. You should be structuring your life to make it the most enjoyable, or make it as enjoyable as possible.
to where
If
tomorrow
ended, so you should, we should all be living our life
like tomorrow's
the last day, to an extent.
I get that as well.
To an extent,
Yeah.
Yeah, I get what you're saying.
I get what you're saying too, but maybe we all have to look in the fucking mirror and go, we should start living a little
Is there
more.
mushrooms in this beer, dude? What are we talking about?
It's a deep pot. It's a deep pot.
Yeah, we're going off the rails here.
I'm saying there was a fucking
Yeah.
meteor and you knew within like a day.
Yeah, like
You're
what the
gonna
fuck is?
die.
Yeah, what is that gonna do? Yeah, a
Drinking.
meteor striking tomorrow morning,
For
you're
like
dead.
5 days. I would enjoy my dogs. I would enjoy John. I would enjoy
Well, he
you
has
guys.
Seth has children, so
Yeah.
Like,
that's
but
I
that's
would-
what you-
I
that's
would
why you
want-
wanna
he'd have to
know.
see his kids and all
Yeah,
that.
I
But
would
me,
wanna-
In like 5 days, you'd be like, I want my kids.
nah, me,
Yeah.
my parents live in the Midwest. My brother lives in Florida. I'm like, fucking ice me.
But I wouldn't want to know this like when I was 80 years old. I don't want to know that day.
It's a deep subject for such shallow minds.
Yeah.
It is. All right, so we need to switch gears. Going to the Tower of Power's news corner.
Hey.
All right, I got some fucking articles. Some articles that have been going on
I gotta go take a.
in the United States. All right, so we'll jump into these. My first article. All right, officers pulled over a driver on January 6th in Newberry Township, about 100 miles west of Philadelphia, who was suspected of driving under the influence. As officers were speaking with the driver and the passenger, they noticed a live animal in the back of the car. The two told police they hit the deer and placed the deer in the hatchback area, not realizing it was still alive.
Oh God.
After driving for a short time, they realized the deer was still alive, but continued to drive with the animal still in the back of the car. The officer had the passenger, a 20-year-old man from York Haven, release the deer from the vehicle. Had a Tommy Boy scene.
Jesus Christ.
So they hit a deer, I'm assuming after leaving the bar, loaded it in the back of their fucking hatchback,
Their Ford Escort hatchback.
got pulled over, and had to release a live deer from the back of their fucking Ford hatchback. Are you fucking kidding me?
That's crazy.
Are you kidding me?
Maybe make sure it has a pulse first.
Or just leave it?
Yeah, or leave it.
Jesus.
Where was this?
I know who they voted for.
Pennsylvania.
100 miles west of Philadelphia.
Okay.
Newberry Township.
Gotcha.
Out near Pittsburgh, somewhere near Pittsburgh.
Somewhere near there.
Probably out where Tack is.
Anyone who has seen Tommy Boy knows what I'm talking about. Remember that scene? What are we going to do?
What do you do? Like,
What do you do? All right, Seth. I just read this. Seth's back from his piss break. So, officers pulled over a couple right outside of Newberry Township, 100 miles outside Philadelphia. They hit a deer and felt bad, I guess. And they loaded the deer in the back of their hatchback. And the deer woke up. And they were swerving all over the road, and the cops pulled them over. And I guess the cops saw a live deer in the back of their hatchback and said, hey, you got to release this deer. Kid popped his fucking trunk and let this fucking deer run.
No shit.
Are you fucking kidding me?
Well, I wonder if they got charged because if you hit a deer, you're not supposed to take it unless you tag it.
Oh, they could have played that off a million different. Oh, we're taking it to the vet. They could have played it off a million different ways.
Sure.
But what the fuck was going through their head? Give me some of those drugs they were on.
wanted some meat. Hungry.
Jesus.
Yeah, I don't know.
What do you do? What do you do?
I don't load a fucking deer I hit in the back of my fucking car.
And
That's what
on
I
the back
do.
Of a hatchback. I got a buddy, my buddy Bill Jones, shout out. They did that one time, and they loaded it in the back of a van. And when they got it in the van, they started driving down the road, and the motherfucker woke up,
Holy balls.
and it started jumping around and shit in the back of the fucking work van. Yeah,
You fucking kidding me?
yeah. Well, you guys know Bill Jones.
Yeah.
Well,
There's some tough fucking critters, man.
that's talk about how tough
Jesus.
these fuckers are, dude. Have you ever hit a deer, Seth?
Yes. Yeah.
Did it get up?
I don't recall.
Have you ever hit a deer, John?
I don't.
Yeah.
I think it just kept on moving. I don't think it went down at all.
Dude, I've hit a deer. It was Turkey Point. I was living with you and your pops. I hit a deer doing like 50 in a fucking Camaro. Hit that motherfucker. Watch it spin on the pavement. Get up and just mosey off.
Yeah,
and
that's-
it may have died. I remember I told you that it may have died. But
Yeah.
there, dude, a car doing 50.
It's killing a human instantly.
That's what happened to the one I hit. I just bought that 2500 diesel, and I'd slam on
Oh
the brakes.
yeah, I locked him up. But
And I was probably doing like 15 when I hit it, and just barely clipped it, and it spun around a couple times, got up and took off. So I'm sure it lived, but they are tough.
they are tough.
Oh yeah.
So when you hit a deer, don't assume.
Dude, these animals are living out here. It's 15 degrees outside. Yeah.
And they ain't got no fucking home to mosey into. And
They just find a hillside and get away from the wind.
They are
eating twigs.
robust animals. They're not easy to kill.
Fucking me.
That's what I aspire to be, like a whitetail. I want to be hard to kill. I want to be a hard to kill human. You know what I mean? I want to be that. I take motivation from my quarry.
Okay.
Be the baddest motherfucker on the planet.
Hell yeah. That's my objective. I'll never get there, but I can keep trying.
So I got two more. I got two more articles I'm gonna blast through. All right. So Hawaii, home of the axis deer. Mm-hmm. The axis deer. Before I read this article, the axis deer population in Hawaii is exploding.
Well, it's on one island, right? What's the island?
Hold on. Let me read the article.
There's more deer there than people.
By like quadruple.
All right. So let me read this article. Governor David Ige signed a supplemental proclamation that extends the emergency relief period for conditions created by the overpopulation of axis deer in Maui County. Weather conditions and unexpected delays in shipments of critical mitigation materials continue to delay the state's efforts to manage the axis deer population on Maui, according to the governor.
So bullets.
The deer have been encroaching onto active runways at the Kalui Airport, creating
Wow.
unsafe conditions for aircraft landings and takeoffs, according to state officials.
No shit.
Last year, large numbers of axis deer started migrating to agricultural and developed areas seeking food and water during a period of drought in Maui County. This contributed to the loss of crops and devastation of area farms. Hundreds of deer have died and are decomposing, and their decomposing carcasses threaten to contaminate streams and the ocean, according to state officials. So I did follow-up research on this article. There are pictures. These deer are literally, there's so many of them, they're literally shutting down airport runways. Aircraft cannot land in Maui because of axis deer overpopulation.
I think they need me, John, and Kevin. Problem solved.
They breed year round, don't they?
Well, the temperature never changed.
I think that's one of those things. So, like with whitetail, is you make your way to the equator. So their internal clock is set off a photo period. Mm-hmm. So it's the length of the day. That's a photo period's a fancy word for that. I like to sound smart. So because when you get close to the equator, the length of the day stays the same year round because you're constantly getting the same amount of sun. Mm-hmm. Now, when you don't have that as a influencing factor on deer, they go into rut and stuff. It varies. So down at the equator, you could have a deer in full velvet and a deer in rut. You could have a deer in full velvet and you can have a deer that just shed his antlers, all simultaneously. And it's all going on at once. You've got deer breeding, you've got deer that ain't breeding, you've got deer that are just shedding their antlers, you've got deers that are growing velvet. And that's all because of the effect that the sun has on these animals. So I wouldn't be surprised if Hawaii was a place like that. So they probably have axis deer that are constantly in rut at some time or another. So it's all going on all at once.
So,
Wow.
my question would be, now I know, do you think, I don't know what the percentage of hunters is in the United States, but to me it sounds like, well, I know they're not being hunted
Obviously enough.
enough.
Yeah, they got to hire sharpshooters.
Which they are.
The governor was like, "Yeah, this is a fucking state of kill these motherfuckers.
Wow.
It's a goddamn state of emergency.
I know they have
People hunt them.
Outfitters.
Outfitters.
Not just outfitters, but they have like straight up paid hunters.
But I would
and they sell the meat and everything.
But I think PETA needs to maybe read that article. Because
Dude,
they're
ignore
so
that.
far removed from reality. They live in this idealist.
But seriously, if our hunting privileges were stripped, you're looking at the same shit.
Well, it's the same thing with boars down the south.
Yeah.
I mean, these fucking things, they can breed every 3 months and have at least six piglets per litter every 3 months.
We can't maintain it.
No.
And
I
they
mean,
highlighted it was Maui Now. Shout out Maui Now.
Shout
That's
out.
where the article straight from Hawaii, not a U.S. but not straight from Hawaii.
What is it? What do they say? Aloha.
Aloha Maui Now. So this is like they're like we're fucked.
Jiu-jitsu is
Essentially.
big in Hawaii. It's a big thing. It's like part of the culture.
I wonder how much a booked hunt would be to.
I would
Cheap,
I would-
probably cheap.
I would
I would imagine.
love to go to Hawaii. I'd love to do like a week there and do like fucking jujitsu at midday and fucking hunt in the mornings and evenings. Like, dude, I'd be in paradise and I'd
some
have
fucking hula dancing.
some beautiful girl and with coconuts over her tatas. I mean, that sounds like paradise to me.
We could have our honeymoon there.
Oh, you and John could have your honeymoon there. That's
and
what
you
Sam's
guys
saying.
Come along and hunt.
Yeah, I agree. Pay for it. I'm in.
Yeah.
My parents already said they did.
If you could talk them into it, I promise you, John will buy you a ring.
It's a broken promise there.
I'll make it happen.
All right. So I got one more article.
I'd love to. I've always wanted to go to Hawaii to hunt axis.
Oh hell, I'd love to go to Hawaii. Period.
Jumpy
Hunting
critter.
it would be even awesome, even more awesome.
Apparently, the meat is, fantastic.
I watched I'm a big Gordon Ramsay fan. Dude, he did a axis hunt. Yeah,
Gordon Ramsay hunts?
Dude, check him out. He's a killing bitch.
No shit.
Yes,
Is
he
he
is.
really?
Check it. I'm gonna
Okay.
tell you now.
I just
Get
gained
on
some
YouTube
respect
tonight.
for my
I
boy.
love Gordon Ramsay.
Get
dude.
on YouTube tonight, and he gets with an outfitter and actually hunt axis deer. He's a big hunter advocate.
Really?
Just so you know.
That's awesome.
So yeah.
Good for. All right, I like
So
Gordon Ramsay.
Gordon
now.
Ramsay is a big hunter advocate.
I like him even more.
So yes, there's an episode. Gordon Ramsay, can't remember the show he did, but yes, he gets with an outfitter and kills axis deer, cooks it up.
He fucking shoots a not 120-pound trad bow.
I know I
He
seen.
didn't shoot a bow; it's rifle.
I seen an episode
Yeah, he's
of
a
Gordon
pussy.
Ramsay hunting years ago, and he had a deer in his scope. I think it was a roe deer, and he couldn't do it.
Well, he does the axis deer because
Yeah.
he cooks it the fuck up.
Oh, good.
Dobby the house.
What,
another beer, please.
he couldn't shoot a roe deer?
Yeah. Well, he was just like, I can't do it. Like,
Really?
morally. But this was
Okay.
years ago.
Well, I get that. If it was his first hunt, I understand that. Yeah.
All right,
I feel like if you start hunting as an adult, it can be really hard to pull that trigger.
Yeah.
Yeah, I get that. I feel like it helps a lot to start when you're young.
especially on
Yeah.
top of the world.
Like my boy, he had no problem at all. He pulled that trigger fucking 6 times because my gun kept jamming.
But yeah, if you're a fucking multi-millionaire,
He's looking at me like pissed off. I'm like, I'm sorry. I suck at building guns. My bad.
But if you're a multi-millionaire celebrity and you've always cooked this game and never really, that's where he ties it in. Like, I've been cooking this and like preparing it, and I never really harvested it.
Yeah, well, if you want to have a real relationship
Connection,
with
oh, yeah.
with the food that you're preparing, I mean, there's nothing that even compares to actually harvesting it yourself.
Yeah, but shout out Gordon Ramsay. I like him.
That is cool. I'm fucking. Sign me up, dude. I want to go.
But
kill
check
some
that
axes.
YouTube episode. It's good shit.
Yeah, if you could pass that cold snack.
Oh yeah.
Cool snack.
Pass that cold snack. But I got one more article, and it's kind of a dark and gloomy one.
Uh-oh.
First one was kind of funny. Second one, yeah. So, Greensville, South Carolina, one person is sadly dead
Oh, God.
after hitting a deer with a moped in Greenville County, according to South Carolina Highway Patrol.
Jesus.
I shouldn't be laughing. Troopers said a driver on a moped was heading east on Holland Ford Road when they hit a deer and spilled into the road at 12:15 a.m. We were told the driver sadly passed on the scene and was identified as Clyde Babb, 53, of Piedmont.
Damn, dude.
That's one of my biggest fears on my Harley.
On a motorcycle.
Yeah. At night, especially, just cruising down a back road and bang, get your neck snapped.
They fuck trucks up. They fuck cars up. They'll come through a fucking windshield. Could you imagine hitting one on two wheels?
You hit a deer on a bike doing 50.
You're dead.
Yeah.
Clearly.
Yeah.
If it didn't kill you on impact, you're sliding and just getting all the skin ripped off of you.
So shout out, what was the guy's name?
Sure. That's a hell of a way to go, and that's not really
On a moped. So a moped tops is doing 30.
Yeah.
On a high-end moped. So he wasn't...
There's some that go faster.
You
than that.
think?
Yeah. Oh, yeah.
I wonder if maybe it jumped and hit him and just broke his neck.
But yeah, that's scary shit, man. Mm-hmm. And then when you live in like the Midwest, like where my parents live, so driving around here can be dangerous with deer. But like the Midwest, you need to be on fucking point, son.
Yeah.
Because they're jumping and hopping But yeah.
Brown bastards.
Those brown sons of bitches.
A fucking moped, dude. What a way to go.
On a moped. Killed by a deer on a moped at 53. He's probably retired in Florida.
You
He's retired. He's in South Carolina. He's in South Carolina, probably retired.
You think he was in the Mopegans?
Ooh. I got my patch upstairs if you want one.
That was not a dad joke I've never heard in my life.
Mopegans, hell yeah.
He was a member of the
He's a
Mopegans.
fucking mopegan. But R.I.P., son.
Yeah.
Damn.
Shitty way to go.
Hell yeah.
That ain't no way to go, as Brooks and Dunn would say.
That ain't no way to go.
It's not
But damn.
I mean,
So that was the Tower of Power's news corner.
shit, son. That's heavy. It's heavy stuff.
Yeah. Heavy shit. So we learned a couple lessons from these articles.
Don't ride at 12:15 in the morning.
On a moped.
On a moped, yeah.
Don't pick up deer you hit. Just hit them and let them roll.
Yeah.
And then, if you want to kill some axis deer, go to fucking Maui.
Yeah, they're in Texas too, but Hawaii's the spot.
I wonder if airports around here have fucking issues with deer.
I heard. I don't know.
Every once in a while, a whitetail gets hit, but they just fucking like a
Cruise over them,
pink
737.
It was pink mist. Jesus.
Just a pink mist, dude.
We're having deer steaks tonight, Toby.
I read a book called Pink Mist.
Hey,
Ooh.
was it about hitting a deer with a plane?
It was a military book. It was a guy who went overseas, and it was a heavy book.
Turned into a pink mist.
Yeah, that's pretty much what it was about.
Okay.
I got another thing I want to talk about. Shifting gears. Let's get off the fucking dark shit. The fucking new Summit stand.
Yeah. Nah.
All right, let's talk. Well, I see John and Seth are giving me fucking grins and cringes and licks but
It's cool.
So for those who don't know, not only have Bose introduced their 2022 lineup, a couple stand companies have tried to progress as well. And Summit came out with I don't know the exact model off the top of my head, but Summit released a stand with leveling capability. Mm-hmm. What do you guys think about that?
I think they're a fucking thief, and Buckshot has had this same technology for the past 10 years.
And it weighs 6 pounds less.
6 pounds less, and it's $140 cheaper.
So what do you guys think? Is that technology you guys would invest in, or are you content with what you're rocking with?
I've been wanting this Buckshot equalizer stand for a long time now, and just never pulled the trigger on it because, it's $380, but it's a fuckload cheaper than the goddamn $530.
Something
It's
crazy.
$529 for that Summit.
I think it's cool, but I don't see the big thing. Like, if I need to adjust my stand, I can adjust it. It's not like a big deal.
The foot platform can be a little tricky.
I'm not paying an extra $100 to be able to adjust it. I can do it in the stand with the regular Summit that I have. Is it as convenient? No, but I mean,
Is it doable?
Yeah.
Yes.
Sure. I don't.
It's old.
The only benefit I could
I
see.
feel like it's geared more towards older fellows or guys who are not in such great shape who have a hard time self-adjusting while they're in the stand, which I get it. But honestly, I put my knees, like if I climb a really uneven tree and as I go up, it gets too out of shape or it gets too up or too down, I sit my knees in my seat and and I reach over the side, and I adjust.
Well, we all do that, but
Yeah.
I was just curious.
It's cool.
Worth the investment or not worth the shoot or pass?
I'm passing. I think it's just
I'm
not-
passing too.
It's cool. I like it. Don't get me wrong. I think it's a great idea, but it's for the money and the extra weight. It just doesn't add up. Now, if they could do it for the same weight, like it didn't weigh anymore, maybe like a pound more, and it wasn't $100 more expensive, I'd be like, okay, that's cool.
I just don't like how they're kind of taking it off as their own technology. Like,
But it's not.
Buckshot's been
I
doing
didn't
this
know.
for a long time.
I didn't know until
Yeah.
you fucking sent me the link. Buckshot.
Yeah, Buckshot's been doing it for a long
Cheaper
time.
and lighter.
Yeah. So it's cool, I guess. I think it's great. I just if I'm gonna spend that kind of money, honestly, I want to get a fucking saddle. So I'll get one for next year.
Are you gonna do the saddle next year?
Yeah.
Sold on it.
Yeah, I'm getting it. Yeah.
And one thing we haven't addressed yet: Total Archery Challenge dates have been released.
Yeah, but registration's not open yet.
I know it's not open yet, but we got dates.
It's the same, pretty much
Is
the
it?
same thing as last year, right?
It's
Early June.
It's the weekend of June 4th.
We rolling up there?
Oh yeah.
Oh yeah.
Oh yeah.
What dates?
June 4th. Oh well, I got Ryan's wedding that same weekend.
Thursday and Friday.
Yeah, I'll probably only be there Saturday, Sunday, but I plan to be there both days, Saturday and Sunday. And I'm just gonna take off work Monday. That way I can drive up Monday morning.
And we intend to have a tent set up there this year, right?
That is the intention.
That's
yeah.
the intention.
Yeah, we're gonna get set up. I gotta get back in touch with Tack Rob and stuff.
Seven
but
Springs, Pennsylvania.
Seven Springs, PA. The Beers and Deers crew will
Be there, be square.
on site, baby. Yeah. And I plan to. I keep. It's so fucking expensive. It just everything.
Well, we
gets-
know this. Now we know, though.
Everything costs so much money in this fucking hobby. I swear to God, you can hunt cheap, but not the way we do it.
Yeah.
And with the tack, you throw that in. But I plan when I go to the tack to have a new string and 80-pound limbs.
I plan on 80-pound limbs too.
You better get a new fucking string.
What are you talking about? It's a brand new string.
Oh yeah, you just got
Yeah,
one, didn't you?
brand
My
new string.
string's fucked.
Brand new gas string.
Yeah, I'm gonna spend the what is it, $250 for the limbs?
I'm getting 80-pound limbs.
And we
getting
know,
80
and we know
pound
what
limbs,
elevation pitch we're working with.
yeah.
What are you doing?
80-pound limbs.
80-pound limbs.
I'll fucking get them too.
I'm getting 80-pound
Hell
limbs,
yeah.
and I'm going back to 300 grain arrow, and I'm gonna sling that motherfucker at 380 feet per
You guys
second.
are so all right. So we're going to 80.
I've been looking hard at arrow setups for 80-pound limbs, and yeah, definitely got to get a 300 spine arrow.
Oh yeah.
And,
I'm talking about grains, like how heavy it is.
So how about
What do you mean? I don't follow you.
Well, before when I went to the TAC last year, I was shooting a 300 grain arrow, yeah, so how heavy it was. No wait,
But that's light as hell.
400 grains.
That's still kind of light.
Yeah, it was really light. So I would love to shoot that same weight arrow with 80-pound limbs.
Okay.
Yeah.
So you're gonna get ridiculous distance out of that. your 10 yard or your 20 yard pin and your 60 yard pin are gonna be like yeah. But that for target there's some value in that.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah, because it allows you to have a little bit of a buffer. So say your target's at 54 yards and you're set at 52, it's probably not gonna be any different.
An inch, if
Yeah,
that.
because your arrow's light and your poundage is so high. Not even an inch. So it's definitely. I don't know why Sam's looking at me. I must. It looks like she's throwing stuff at me.
Dobby?
But
God damn it! I'm gonna send you back to Hogwarts.
like last year, I was using little Kentucky windage on the caribou, and I don't want to do that this year.
Yeah, I'd love to have. See, but the thing with the wind though at that
Yeah.
long ranges is you kind of want a little heavier arrow and a thin. What I've
that's
been looking
true.
at is not like heavy, but a slightly on the heavier side and a thin diameter shaft, so that the wind's not going to hit it as much. And that's what I'm thinking of. But I'm after season, so pretty much February, I'm going to Autumn Sky. And I'm going to my boy Lucas or Don
Lucas.
or whoever
That's
the
my
fuck's there.
boy.
Lucas, I like Lucas.
I like
He's a good
Lucas.
dude. And I'm going to be like, Lucas, I want fucking 80-pound limbs for this motherfucker. I want them in maybe buckskin. And I want a brand new string. and it's gonna hurt
Yeah, because
financially.
the string is 120.
So
$120 for the string and $250 for the limbs is gonna cost me $370. It's gonna cost me $400.
chump change.
Then you got to buy
Chump
all
change
kinds.
for a
You
man
gotta
to your
buy
account.
new arrows.
Then I gotta buy new arrows, so there's another $400.
Yeah, whatever.
But-
Just money.
And that's what I was saying. I was like, God damn! Like, why is it so expensive?
It's not, but like you said, when you take it to the level that we do as a group, especially the tack,
Yeah.
you're going to
And
spend money.
I'm gonna try to have it set up to where I can use those same arrows to hunt. I'm just gonna change the weight of my head.
Yeah.
So I'm gonna go from, and what I'm planning to do is for the tack, I'm gonna use a 100 grain insert, and then I'm gonna take those same arrows because last year I think I lost 2. I'm gonna take those same arrows, and I'm gonna add a 50 grain insert and a 125 grain tip. So I'm gonna add 75 grains for hunting.
That's what I did. I just changed the tip and I put some inserts in it.
Yeah. So that's my plan.
Well, speaking of Autumn Sky, what about what was the #1 selling bow at Autumn Sky this year?
Matthews.
Well, they're always Matthews.
Oh, they're a Matthews shop.
They're
what'd you
pretty
say?
much
There's
always
a lot
Matthews,
Of, a lot
yeah.
of gay people in Harford County.
Yeah, that's what I told John. I said, yeah, there's a lot of gays in Cecil.
A lot of guys that like D's and B's.
We're not talking about beers and deers.
D's and B's.
Yeah, yeah. They Matthews is, as far as I know, has been their biggest brand forever.
But you got to take your Hoyt hat off and tip it to them.
Yeah, I would. Yeah.
They-
Matthews makes some sick shit right now.
Oh yeah, no, I love the V3X is nasty,
So what do you guys think about the...
but I haven't shot it yet. So you
Yeah.
know, we can say all we want. It's
Oh,
cool.
yeah, absolutely.
Cool tech, but we don't really know.
Yeah.
Not going to know till you shoot.
I won't know till the end of the month when I go in there.
And then the
'Cause
fucking...
when I go in to change my limbs and shit and order the stuff for the bow, I'm shooting everything.
And fucking dude, the PSE?
Yeah.
Dude, like watching the reviews on that and like people shoot it, that thing sounds dead. Like it's quiet.
I'm gonna try it. I'll let you know. When I go, like I said, when I go in and order all this shit, I want to shoot all the flagships just to give an honest review on the pod. I want to be able to come on here and tell everybody what I feel and what I think.
Maybe.
And I'm not gonna be biased. If fucking PSE is better, if Matthews is better, I'm gonna tell you straight up. Because I'm a Hoyt fan. I have a Hoyt, but I'm not fucking sponsored by these guys. I don't give a fuck.
Get fucked.
If somebody makes a better bow, I'm gonna tell you what's better. So I'll stay tuned because I'll be giving my
And your
opinion.
bow reviews are remarkable. If you haven't checked out Seth's fucking
yeah.
Hoyt Ventum review, it's remarkable.
Check it out.
He's got a lot of views on, a lot of likes. So if you guys haven't checked that out, check that out. Got another topic, hot topic in the archery industry. Cam Hanes getting dropped by Under Armour.
I don't think he got dropped. He just
He got dropped.
Did he?
You got
I heard he turned their offer down.
So now here we go. So the articles I've been reading is just they severed ties mutually, and it was just a. But do you guys think it was the cancel culture, or do you think it was?
No,
No,
absolutely
cancel
not.
culture.
So you don't think cancel culture had anything to do with it?
No, I think what Ryan said to me makes a lot of sense. Origin, and if you're a jiu-jitsu player, Origin makes jiu-jitsu gis, and they make like jeans and shit like that too. But one of the guys from Origin is like a good buddy of Cam Haines's, and Origin, Jocko's came out and said they are making a hunting line. So they're going to start making hunting clothes.
Is it going to be any fucking cheaper than Sitka and all that bullshit?
Probably not.
Yeah.
But I think we're going to see Cam Haines go over to Origin. That's my prediction.
That's your hunch?
Yeah, and Ryan, that was Ryan's hunch, but it makes a lot of sense because he's tight with them guys. They're starting a hunting line. Now all of a sudden he's leaving Under Armour.
But why? But we're gonna
makes
loop
sense.
back to the question. It's gonna be a bold question. Why did Under Armour sever ties with Cameron Hanes?
Because Cam Hanes didn't want to be there.
Yeah, that's what I think. Apparently, what I heard is they offered him a hefty new sum to continue with them, and he turned it down. Apparently, it was almost double.
So a lot of the articles I'm reading, it's opposite.
Really? So yeah, what I heard is Under Armour offered him a massive amount to stay there.
I did not.
And he turned it down to
Yeah,
go.
a lot of the articles I'm reading is Under Armour severed their ties with him.
Really? Well, I guess we'll find out. We'll see if he doesn't end
It'll
up.
all come out.
If he doesn't end up anywhere, then that's probably the case. But if he ends up at Origin, like I'm thinking, it's on his opinion. It's his doing, not Under Armour. And I can't imagine why would Under Armour cut Cam Hanes.
So if you do, I'm not gonna.
16 years.
Well, hold on, time out. I'm not gonna. There's speculation. I'm not gonna tell our listeners what to do, but
Well, what's the speculation? What's being said?
the speculation is that Under Armour, they didn't go woke when they were going through all this woke shit,
Good.
but they got a lot of heat for it.
Get fucked. Who cares?
But you say, fuck it, who cares? I agree with you. Fuck it, I don't care. But Cameron Hanes is very outspoken about his political party and his beliefs. So
Okay.
Under Armour a couple years ago went through a lot of woke issues about how they weren't conforming and how this and that. And I'm not saying that's what happened, but what I will say is it makes you think. Because Cameron Hanes is very outspoken about his political views, what he believes in.
So you're thinking that's why they kicked him?
Me, personally, sitting here right now in my own basement, I do believe he got cancel cultured.
It doesn't matter. He's going to land right side up either way.
Either way,
Yeah.
but
He'll be fine.
Yeah. He's
Oh,
going to
no,
be
yeah.
just fine.
He's gonna be
And
fine.
Cam, if you ever stumble across this,
I gotta piss.
quit your goddamn day job.
Yeah.
no,
Come
fuck
on.
that. I think it's cool as fuck.
Runski, can you hold off for 1 second and we'll wrap this up?
Yeah.
Wrap it up.
And I don't ever really dive into what's it called, like the tabloids type shit. But did you guys hear about Drake putting hot sauce in a condom?
Hell yeah. Good for him.
Put hot
for
sauce in a
him.
condom?
So here's what happened.
Did
Here's
he
what
fuck
happened.
with it?
Here's what happened. Drake hooked up with this chick, right?
Rando.
Random chick. Went to the bathroom, took a condom off, put some fucking Franks in there, put that shit on everything, dude.
Burned his dick hole.
Put it in the condom and threw it in the trash
To kill his swimmers.
to kill his swimmers because it kills them. So he goes back into the bedroom. The chick's like, I got to use the bathroom. Goes into the bathroom and starts screaming. This chick took the condom out of the trash and tried to put it up in her.
Oh, shit.
To get a Drake baby.
We'll
get a
never know
Drake
that
baby.
level of celebrity.
Woo, boy.
Good for him.
Yo.
Yes.
And now she's suing him.
So hold on.
Get
You see that? So
fucked.
let's rewind
Get
this.
fucked.
So I'm thinking
What
Drake's
a
a
money-
fucking nut that likes getting his pee hole burned by
No,
fucking.
no, no,
This
no,
is
no,
the
no,
after
no.
condom.
Yeah.
Yeah, he ripped it off, bloop, 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 bloop,
Put
bloop,
hot sauce
and threw it
on
in the
it.
trash.
That's a smart man.
Yeah.
Yes. Yeah, he ain't fucking around.
So when this podcast takes off, Frank's, we need Frank's.
Yeah. Dude, I love Franks. I put that
I
shit
put
on
that
everything.
shit on everything. Okay,
Literally.
Frank's, if you're listening,
I put it in my condom.
send me a pallet of Frank's.
I couldn't.
I'll use it
dude,
once a year.
I love that. I think, dude, good for you, Drake.
Yeah,
good
and
for
fuck
you.
that bitch for suing.
Suing him.
And he knew
what
it.
What a money grubbing whore.
Like you're trying to trap the motherfucker,
Yeah.
and then
because you got busted, that's like a burglar suing you because they fall through your fucking roof.
exactly.
Like, get fucked.
Get fucked. Anyway, Frank's hot sauce in the condom. Mental
Drake-
note using that.
Do not pay her. Take her ass to fucking court. That is some fucking conniving shit.
I was never a fan of Drake, but now I am.
Now I
Yeah, I don't give a fuck about stuff. But when I heard that, I was like, "You've got to be kidding!" Fucking, that was a fucking OG move. Dude.
He knew what he was doing.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. He,
How did he know? She must have been a nutcase.
He probably knew she
Doesn't
was
matter.
a fucking nutcase.
Money-grubbing whore.
Yeah, yeah. And he was just like, this chick, I don't trust her. So he went in the bathroom. He pulled out his little fucking mini bottle of fucking Frank's Red Hot. Yeah. He's got a little tiny like airport sized bottle of fucking Tabasco and fucking just lights it up.
I wonder if that's ever happened to him before. Like he just goes
He
and
knew.
lays
That's
back down the
experience.
bed.
That's experience.
And hears a bitch start screaming.
That's
in the bed.
experience.
Oh,
That's
yeah.
experience.
I bet that's not the first time. I bet this is just the first time we've heard of it.
See, motherfuckers, I gotta piss. I'm about to piss my pants.
All right.
Yeah.
All right, yeah, like maybe the condom was red. I don't know how she didn't know it, but come on. I thought that was fucking wild.
Yeah,
I had
fantastic.
I had
Well,
to touch on it.
sorry,
I love
ladies
it.
and gents. I'm about to piss my fucking pants.
All right,
Wrap it up.
We're wrapping up, ladies and gentlemen. Thank you for tuning in. We'll see y'all next week. Keep coming back.
Peace.
I put that shit on everything.